There we go. All
There
right.
you go. Sir, do you have an actual address? Would you be willing to share that?
I live out on Halls Creek.
Do you have an address out on Halls Creek?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you mind sharing that?
It's
Or
1177 Halls Creek.
thank you, sir. You have the floor.
All right. My name's Dan Cox. As I just said, I live out on Halls Creek. Wanted to address this drug drone program. I don't know where the money is coming from for that, and it really doesn't matter, but extra surveillance by police for whatever is just something that gets abused all the time. It's not effective, and it's really just a waste of money, and it's putting something into the hands of police officers that will in fact get abused. Additionally, I'd also like to say this jail is a whole boondoggle. I mean, this is just absolute nonsense. Every jail in the United States is overcrowded, and they're not overcrowded because we have a crime problem.
Sir, if I could, you had signed up to speak
On the drone issue.
drone. Yes, sir.
Yes, and this relates to this relates to the drone issue, because the drone issue is going to be used to put more people in jail. The whole point is to fill up the jail. The jail will be full in 6 months, and it won't be because there's been an explosion of crime in Humphreys County. That will not be the case. It's because of the money that gets made off of it. You know, every single bureaucratic office, every single department gets rated on their budget. That's how we determine the importance of that particular department, is their budget. Not on the effectiveness of the use of the money that they're given. Now, the sheriff's office, I'm sure, has, if not the biggest, it's in the top 5 of all the departments in the county. Has there been an audit to find out where all that money's going? Because as soon as this jail gets built, this drone program is not going to be the only thing that we're going to have. It's going to be additional officers. It's going to be additional office space. It's going to be additional cars. All those things are coming along with it. Because this is all from the standard playbook of all the other counties that have been taken over and destroyed by this, I don't know what else to call it, a gentrification. It's trying to bring in, you know, people from Nashville, trying to build a bunch of suburbs and subdivisions and do a bunch of property development, land development. Okay, you're inviting in a whole bunch of HOA type nonsense. You know, that's what this drone is going to be used for. It's not going to be used to try and find a meth lab tucked back in the back of woods. It's going to be used to find somebody digging an illegal pond on their property. That's what it's going to be used for. It's going to be used to find somebody who's, you know, a neighborhood where there's a bunch of people that haven't cut their grass properly. That's what it's going to be used for. Okay? Again, I don't know where the money's coming from. Doesn't really matter, but it's all tax money. Right? And that tax money, that comes from us. All y'all are up here to manage this county. And unfortunately, one of the problems that comes in is that everybody that's talking to y'all is an employee of the county. There's somebody that's getting money from the county. And the management part of it doesn't end up being, it ends up being more serving the employees and what is presented as the needs of the county. This drone program is not needed. The jail is not needed. As I said, the jail, and I promise you this, the jail will be full. They'll call it overcapacity within 6 months of construction being completed. And it is a tool that's been used by counties across the country because they can bring in revenue. They get money for people that are in those jail cells. Those jail cells, when they sit empty, that's lost money. And that's all I got to say. Thanks. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, Mr. Cox. All right, let's move on to the first resolution. This is a resolution to amend the budget of Humphreys County, Tennessee, adopted on June 23rd, 2025 for fiscal year ending June 30, 2026. This is a 122 drug fund budget amendment, account 46980, entitled Contributions and $39,000 entitled unassigned is decreased by $10,000. Account 54-150 entitled drug enforcement is increased by $20,000 at line item 716 entitled law enforcement equipment. These numbers, the first $10,000 was a OxyChem grant donation that was given to the county. That is $10,000, and the other $10,000 is new money that's being asked for the purchase of a new drone. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, this resolution brought before the Administrative Committee, discussed and voted to pass to this full commission with a majority vote.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? Floor recognizes Mr. Justin Curtis.
Thank you, Mr. Pagruba. Question, the $10,000, and maybe it's in here, the check that come from OxyChem, was it specified what it could be used for?
It was specified that it went to the Humphreys County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
Is what I know.
Okay. Here's my spiel on that. I talked to the last meeting. I asked the question to the sheriff about if this was new money. He said no, which is correct. But after thinking about it a while, this money could be applied to anything. So, in fact, it is kind of new money because it could be used to offset other projects, other payroll, whole list of different things. So, I'm going to say this year I'm going to do my best to not have taxes go up because that's where we're headed. We're heading down that path, and it's the $20,000, it's the $10,000, it's the 15 that just keeps adding up, and we keep piling it on the plate until eventually we're over budget. So that's my spiel, and I'm not picking on the sheriff's department. There's going to be a lot of no's for me this year if it's not making us money, or if it's not absolutely 100% a necessity. It's going to be a no. So that's all I have. I yield.
Thank you, Mr. Curtis. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none and without objection, I'll call for a vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote, please?
Yes, sir. We have 10 yeses, 3 noes.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. With 10 yes, we have a majority and the resolution is passed. Next item, a resolution to enter into a grant contract with the Tennessee Arts Commission for acceptance of an Arts and Rural Health Initiative grant and to amend the budget of Humphreys County, Tennessee. Whereas the Tennessee Arts Commission offers financial assistance to Humphreys County in the amount of $10,000 with a zero match from the county for financial support in funding a 20-foot by 5-foot mural at Ascension Three Rivers Hospital. It is proposed to enter into a grant contract for the project period beginning January 1, 2026, ending June 15, 2026. 101 General Fund, account 46190, entitled Other Government Grants, is increased by $10,000. Account 56,000, entitled Social, Cultural, and Recreational, is increased by $7,000 at line item 399. Account 56,000, entitled Social, Cultural, and Recreational, is increased by $3,000 at line item 499. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, this resolution brought before the Administrative Committee, discussed and voted to pass this full commission with a positive recommendation to accept.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for a vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote, please?
Yes, sir. We have 13 yeses, no nays, 0 nays.
Thank you. item C is a resolution to amend the budget of Humphreys County, Tennessee, adopted on June 23, 2025 for fiscal year ending June 30, 2026. 171 General Capital Projects Fund, account 46980 entitled Other State Grants is decreased by $272,992.18. Account 91170 entitled Public Utility Projects is increased by $272,992.18. And line item 71 entitled Construction, this was a CDBG grant or funding that has already been approved in our budget, and this amendment puts it into an expenditure line. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, this resolution brought before the administrative committee, discussed and voted to pass this full commission with a positive recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for a vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote?
13 yes, 0 no's.
Thank you. With 13 yes, the resolution passes. Next item on the agenda is a resolution to amend the budget of Humphreys County, Tennessee, adopted on June 23, 2025 for fiscal year ending June 30, 2026. This is for allocation of funds provided through the Tennessee Opioid Abatement Committee to designated entities for opioid abatement purposes. Whereas Humphreys County has received funds from the Tennessee Opioid Abatement Council as part of a settlement to address the opioid crisis. And whereas the Humphreys County Opioid Abatement Committee was established by resolution number 2023-114. Whereas the Humphreys County Opioid Abatement Committee has reviewed 5 applications and made recommendations for allocation to entities that will address the opioid epidemic through prevention, treatment, and recovery efforts. Whereas the Humphreys County Board of Commissioners has considered the recommendations and recognizes the need to allocate these funds to the recommended entities to further the mission of opioid abatement within the county. The recommendations they're asking through the for the opioid abatement is account 46845 entitled Opioid Settlement Funds to be decreased by $141,615. Account 55170 entitled Alcohol and Drug Programs is increased by $141,615. And line item 316 entitled Contributions with the cost center code OPI. The county hereby allocates funds received from the Tennessee Opioid Abatement Committee as follows. Humphreys County Board of Education, $80,000 for the salary, benefits, training, and materials for a school-based substance use prevention counselor. 23rd Judicial District Advocates, $36,615 for recovery court technician and legal counsel. Mid-Cumberland Human Resources Agency, $25,000 for the final stages of construction of the Apries Townhomes, a 19-unit permanent supportive housing community in Burns, Tennessee, that services Humphreys County and surrounding areas. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, this resolution brought before the administrative committee. The committee's recommendations were discussed and voted to pass this full commission with a positive recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? The floor recognizes, the chair recognizes Ms. Jerry Hooper.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On the $25,000 for the Mid-Cumberland Human Resources Agency, the townhomes up at Burns, it says there's 19 units up there. What is the selection process? Is there going to be a specific percentage from each county that the area that it serves?
So they were not able to give us a specific count on the actual numbers, but they did promise that it would have slots for Humphreys County.
Thank you, I yield.
That's. Any other discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for a vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes have been cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote, please?
We have 13 yeses, 0 noes.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. With 13 yes, the resolution is passed. Next on the agenda is a resolution to amend the budget of Humphreys County, Tennessee, adopted on June 23, 2025, for fiscal year ending June 30, 2026. 101 General Fund, account 51800, entitled Maintenance, is decreased by $27,500 at line item 335, entitled Maintenance Buildings. Account 51300, entitled County Executive, is increased by $27,500 at line item 331, entitled Legal Services. This is for a settlement of the employment separation of the last finance director. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, this resolution brought before the administrative committee discussed and voted to pass this full commission with positive recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for the vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote, please?
We have 12 yeses, 0 noes, and 1 abstention.
Thank you. With the majority vote, the resolution passes. Next is a resolution to amend the budget salary lines of Humphreys County, Tennessee, adopted on June 23, 2025, for fiscal year ending June 30, 2026. This is a 101 General Fund, account 51500, entitled Election Commission, is decreased by $2,600 at line item 189, entitled Other Salaries and Wages. Account 51500, entitled Election Commission, is increased by $2,600 at line item 193, entitled Election Workers. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, this resolution brought before the administrative committee explained and voted to pass this full commission with positive recommendation to accept.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for the vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote?
We have 13 yeses, 0 noes.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. With a positive majority vote, the resolution passes. Next, a resolution making appointments to the Humphreys County Agriculture Committee. Be it resolved by the Board of County Commissioners of Humphreys County, Tennessee, that on recommendation of the county executive, reposing special confidence and trust in their fidelity, honesty, and integrity, believing that they will carry out the charge and duties of the positions appertaining the following: Commissioner Kathy McClanahan, first term, with a term expiration of January 31, 2028. Ms. Shannon Proctor, second term, term expiration January 31, 2028. Will hereby be appointed members of the Agriculture Committee with the terms as previously noted. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, these names brought before the administrative committee to discuss and voted to pass this full commission to accept.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for a vote. Commissioners, please cast your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote?
Yes, with 13 yeses, 0 noes.
Ms. Wilson, 13 yes, the resolution passes. Congratulations and thank you for your service. Next item on the agenda is a resolution establishing the roads of the county road system and making the required annual classification thereof. Whereas by the county road list, the county road supervisor presents a listing of the roads he proposes to maintain in the county road system and recommends approval of said listing and classification being as follows. The only revision that we have to the county road system was the reduction of the speed limit on Stevenson Road, where that speed was reduced to 30 miles per hour. Everything else has remained the same. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, this road list brought before the administrative committee, discussed and verified that was the only change and voted to pass this full commission.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any more discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for a vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote?
We have 13 yeses, 0 nos.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. With a majority vote, the resolution passes. Next item is election of notary public and approving surety bond given as a condition therefore. Resolved that pursuant to the nomination by the stated member of the Board of County Commissioners and upon consideration of the application submitted and surety bond presented, the following applicants are elected to the office of notary public in the state of Tennessee from Humphreys County, Tennessee for the term of 4 years. Applicants are Anita Louise Tidwell, renewal; Jaquita Buchanan, renewal; Heather Michelle Sanders, renewal; Angela Denise Short, renew; Sandra H. Dredden, renewal; Melanie D. Jones, renewal. Mr. Hooper.
Yes, these names brought before administrative committee, voted to pass this full commission to accept the positive recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Hooper. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, without objection, I'll call for a vote. Commissioners, please select your vote. Seeing that the votes are cast, Ms. Wilson, could you tally the vote?
We have 13 yeses, 0 nos.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. With a majority vote, the resolution passes. Do we have any other business? We have a motion to adjourn. We have a second. Second, Mr. Hurt. All those in favor, say by saying aye. Aye. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Set the record.
Well, we can't keep them up. Yeah, that's it. That's the problem. Where's it at? High water, okay. There's only one stop sign. Okay, I want 3.
What's up? Yeah.
Okay, so
Good to see you, sir. How are you?
Jackson.
Are you doing a put a tire on and everything? Yeah, that's a good idea. Took a bath? Yeah, I ain't done that yet.
You're coming up that hill and you make that curve, that's a continuous road, that's not a broken road. You know, so there is no stop sign, it's supposed to be there. Now, gentlemen called me and I told you.
Thank you, everybody.
And I quoted the He's been there. So, you know, yes, sir. So, I mean,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
so, yeah.
Well needed. Thank you so much.
I understand. I'm glad that we you know, can do something with it. Are you here to get your picture made with me? Huh?
Yes, that's what I wanted, yeah. Will you sign it afterwards?
How are you? I'm good. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Can we get our photo op?
Well,
This Chris Lee?
Picture time. That's what I was calling.
Thank y'all so much.
you're welcome.
Always.
It's always good time.